What's up, Earth family? Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the universe. Another beautiful day, another beautiful run. Feeling so nice, so blessed, so grateful for this beautiful morning. Chilling outside, relaxing. Just got back from doing a bunch of lunges, bunch of push-ups in between running. Yes. Remember who you are at an energetic level. Because remember, this human experience is only for a short time. Briefly, we come in, right, forgetting who we are on an energetic level, that we are a soul. We are from the spiritual world, the invisible world, right? We come into this experience, right, to believe and to be conditioned to think how weak, how limited, right, how powerless we are. But then it all serves a purpose for us to come and get stronger, right, and to break through those conditioned beliefs that we were programmed by others, by ourselves, right? Changing the context of your life, the perspective changes your life. So it's so simple because we had adopted a perception, right, of limitation, of being weak, of being powerless, of being not creative, being bored all the time, just being a victim, feeling sorry for ourselves, seeing all the negative, being annoyed and being so negative about everything around us, being judgmental about every single thing, and having a pity party. But remember, we come in to get wounded, right? To feel pain, to feel like we're just in this body, that we can't affect the energy around us. We can't create miracles. We can't do magic. We're not magical. But as you slowly overcome your mind, your ego, through action of self-love, right? Self-love means to investigate for yourself instead of just adopting a belief system, adopting a lifestyle without investigating, right? Analyzing, critiquing. Why should I believe this? Or why should I monkey see, monkey do that? So self-love is literally going within and knowing that you're part of something. Like, this can't be it. Whatever you're shown, a certain perception, right? An ideology, monkey see, monkey do, because that's how intuitive we are. We're able to actually affect each other nervous system, right? Each other's nervous system by just looking at each other when we communicate through body language, right? Through our eyes, through our, literally through the pace, rhythm of our speech, what we're saying, how we're saying it. That's how sensitive and powerful we are. But then we have adopted it to vibrate at a lower frequency. Like I said, being a victim, thinking negatively, judgmental, being bored, finding things so mundane, because we've adopted what we've been taught, that matter, properties of matter, we can't affect anything. We've been shut down. The magic has been literally blown out of our minds. But remember, as you observe little children, they still have that spark in them, right? And that's the thing. It's like remembering your spark, knowing that you are limitless. You can literally do anything. You can create miracles. You can do magical things. only if you are able to take the time to go within, investigate, take action on doing things, right? And you'll get downloads, these higher invisible beings vibrating so purely and so high, give you downloads, help you, guide you along the way if you open up yourself. But if you're closed, nothing can, they can't match that. They're not able to influence you, right? They're not able to, they don't vibrate on that frequency, so you're gonna vibrate on with other entities, right? Lower vibrational energy, and you're gonna attract that into your life. The type of relationships you have, the situations that you attract. Let that sink in. As you meditate, as you start going within and loving yourself and investigating and knowing, using your creativity, right? That this is not it. What I have been told, what I have been shown, what I have been taught is not what my intuition is telling me. So everyone is capable of that, right? At any point in their life, no matter what happened to them. Let that sink in. And know that if you're if you're tired, right? It's a polarity. It's like a rubber band. You have to hit rock bottom. You have to go down the rabbit hole so deep that you're like, how am I breathing by myself? How are my organs, right? These little nudges, right? Hints that you're getting in your intuition, in your consciousness. How can this be happening? How can the earth be spinning? How can the sun and moon be magnetizing in orbit of the earth? How are these amazing things done? How are the birds flying, right? You start to use your creativity and you're adopting, instead of having, you're putting power into a negative mindset of mundane life, of a boring life, of a victimized life, of a negative mindset, of just despair, fear, a fearful mindset, putting your power into that, because you're supposed to be wounded. You're supposed to be conditioned in a way to where, as a spirit, as a soul, we come into this experience, right, to remember who we are, to actually get into the illusion, to think that we are limited. That's what we agreed upon, and that's how courageous that you are, that we are, that we chose to come into this experience, right? Say if you were this powerful energy, how could you create a game, a simulation, 4 pieces of fragmentations of energy, of yourself, of it, to be able to come in and think that it was limited, to go through these challenges that we're going to evolve and grow its own consciousness, to bring back information. Once you look within, you start to connect all the dots. All the wisdom starts to come back to you. And you do it all over again after you leave this body. You come into a new body, or you go into a new dimension, state of consciousness after you leave here, because energy cannot be destroyed, it's only transferred. I was running and I was just thinking, like, every single day these downloads will come to you. If you're on whatever you're doing, the path will be shown. Instead of looking for a path, your path will be shown to you as you go and take action with your intuition, with self-love, of creativity, of investigation, of discovery. Every new moment is a new moment for you to choose. How do you want to react in the same way? Or do you want to be free? Free from your old conditioned programming to live a brand new, unknown, fresh new life at every moment, at every turn, because you don't know anything. You don't know anything at all. I don't know anything at all, and that's why I'm adopting this new way of thinking, because the old way is so boring, so draining, right? So boring, so draining, so monotonous. Monkey see, monkey do. Seeing and observing and then creating compassion and empathy, right? In order to have empathy and compassion for others, you have to learn to be compassionate with yourself. Forgive yourself for adopting that conditioned mindset, that victim mindset, that you're weak, that you're limited, that you were wounded, that you were in despair, that you were fearful, just negative and angry, right? And worrisome, and just connecting with that. Just being shackling your mind with this old vibration of, getting off on being angry and negative and just blowing up and destructive behavior within yourself or even externally within your relationships. Because most of us, right, beat ourselves up. We learn life beats us down, and so we beat ourselves up, right? We're not worthy and all these things, and the subconscious is so powerful, right? But it can be reprogrammed, it can be unlearned, and then learn something new, learn a new trick. That saying, you can't teach a old dog new tricks, it's totally untrue. Why adopt a mindset that you were shown, or why copy somebody else's? Why not discover for yourself what life really is by you having that freedom and power to choose, the free will to choose whatever you want, whatever thought you want, right? Let go and surrender and know that it served its purpose, but you no longer resonate with that type of self-talk or those processes of the mind, the negative thought patterns, people acting out, not being able to have emotional intelligence. You can always choose. You have the power to choose every single moment. You have the power to choose every single moment. Say, I have the power to choose every single moment. I have the power to choose every single moment. I have the power to choose every single moment. What I feel, what I want to think, how I want to perceive myself. Because the way that you perceive yourself is ultimately how you'll be able to have compassion, empathy, because that person is only choosing to not discover what life is really about. Because they've closed their mind off. Doesn't mean that they're a bad person, remember, but they're just choosing to resonate at that level, because the polarities, the creation, the unknown of anything and everything exists in this realm of duality on Earth. So whatever energy you want to harness, it doesn't matter, right? But everything is always changing. Nothing is like permanent. So you can always change your mind and choose a different pathway. Every single breath is a new moment. Is a new reset to go in the forest by yourself, right? To do just go take a walk by yourself. You don't have to be around negative people, right? You don't have to be around the TV. You don't have to be around any devices at all. You don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over. If you're tired of being tired, then choose a different path of discovery. Don't hold on to fear. Send whoever's annoying you, right? Don't judge them. Send them some love. Knowing that it's just their, I don't want to say destiny because they can change at any time, but they are just choosing to not use their creativity anymore. They just want to monkey see, monkey do, just be a robot, just walking without questioning, just in their comfort zone. And that's okay if they choose to not really live. Because the reason why you're depressed, right? The reason why most of us are depressed is because we're playing the victim. We want to stay in the comfort zone. We want to rationalize why somebody has success and we don't. It's all up to you realizing that you enjoy the happiness of your moment because you literally, everything that you want, everything that you desire is already yours with a simple knowing. Because you're knowing that this is it. You're choosing a reality saying this is it. But if you open yourself up instead of closing yourself off, right? And that's what I was realizing. I was closing myself off to just a certain reality, letting that lower vibration consume me. But remember, there's phases and stages and seasons of life where you're supposed to go through that victim mindset. But then there comes a time where you're like, no more. I'm choosing a different path. So choose that different path. Open yourself up to being an investigator, an Indiana Jones of discovery of your own life, right? Be the archaeologist of your life, the scientist of your life, the creator, director, producer of your life. By first step, self-love, forgiving yourself for adopting that negative victim, low vibrational mindset of self-pity, right? Of beating yourself down because other people beat you down, so you adopted a way of life of beating yourself down over and over and over and over, right? Having that limiting mindset over and over and over and over, and you want to choose something different, right? A life of creativity, a life of vitality, a life of love and joy and resilience and perseverance, right? Of overcoming adversity, overcoming yourself, right? It's not the destination, it's just the act of doing, being joyful, being creative, right? The act of discovery, the act of joy, the act of being loving towards yourself, so you can be able to create that in your relationships and surround yourself with the open-mindedness that you are embodying. I love you, Earth family, and I'm sharing my remembrance of the wisdom that exists within you also, that exists within me and everything around us, in nature, in the universe, in this cosmos and consciousness. Let's get it done. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I love you.